Hello everybody and welcome to episode 1 of Rimworld. I am GeneralMing, thank you for joining me, and yeah, let's get started, I'll talk on the way. So we are going to start with a new colony, of course. We're just going to go with the crash landed, the basic starter kit. We're going to go with Phoebe because frankly I'm just not that great at this game. And we're going to go with the base builder. So sort of like the one step down from I don't know what I'm doing yet. Flash, sandbox game. We'll have a little bit of danger. Gonna leave all of that except I am going to put at 100%. I'm gonna hit generate. I'll throw in a jump cut here if it takes too long. I don't think it will though. It should only take maybe a minute, probably less. Rimworld, however, to give you guys a bit of an idea if you don't already know, Rimworld is a game about colony survival. So you get a number of people, and your job is to manage them and basically to keep them all alive. You have crash landed in a ship. You can actually see the ship here crashing in space. I'm assuming there was an asteroid or something that went through it, and that's why it's broken in half. So you crash land on the ship in your little escape pods, and you get to go from there. Looks like there might be a jump cut after all, so you may not have heard any of what I just said. I'm not sure yet. It'll depend on how long this takes. Is the downside to generating all of the world instead of just 30% like the base settings would have you do. We might have crashed the game. You guys can't see it, but up at the top there it says Rimworld not responding. Oh, there we go. Just lags out for a second. Alright. So, this is our planet. A rather large planet. We get one big ocean over here. And that looks like it's pretty much it actually. We just get the one big ocean. But we also have things like Blue Rock Rainforest, Goodwing Sea, a round ostrich expanse, which just sounds like an amazing place to go. New Old Gull Plateau, Thinkbug Grove, Lagoro Cliffs, etc., etc. There's a whole world, crisscrossed with rivers and roads and highways. It's a big pop-up here. But if you look here, stone road there, dirt road there. There should even be a highway somewhere. There it is. Ancient asphalt road. So let's see if we can't find a place we want to live. For this particular run, I'm thinking we want to be in a always year-round growing period, which means we want to be roughly on the equator. And I always prefer to be in the large hills biome. And if we could get a road, that would be fantastic. We don't seem like we're going to be able to, though. So, we're going to be in the mountainous, I think. And we'll just go with this. Slate and sandstone, that's fine. Mountainous is great. Take us 14 hours to walk through this tile, no matter what we do. And we can always grow plants, which is major. So if we look at the factions here, we also have the Outlander Union here with their Prime Counselor Ryoko. Yeah, something like that. I'm terrible with pronunciation. The Union of Gaxos and their Chief Exors. The Red Grouse, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that word. Christian is their chief. The Red Mesa Alliance with Chief Umbra, and the Dogs of Revenge, which is a pirate band, and their boss is Earson. These guys, of course, would be the primary enemy. These guys will be a secondary enemy. These guys will be friends. So these three with the green numbers will actually send us visitors to come and trade every once in a while. And so, let's go for it. Create the characters. So first thing, make sure nobody has any injuries because they will seriously drag you down at the early game. Following that, you really want to have somebody who's good with food, like with growing, somebody who's good with social, and somebody who is good with construction. So Tristan is happening no matter what because Tristan is really good at construction. And also good with animals, which is just a bonus. Rebecca here has a gunshot, which is not the best, but we're going to take her anyway because she's got good social and good melee. And she's a hard worker, so she will always be putting in just a little extra work because she works a little bit faster. Christian's also a hard worker. He's a teetotaler. Teetotaler. So he's not going to do any drugs, and he's a prostophile, so he's going to be happy if we ever replace his arms and legs with bionics. Nash is just nervous, so she'll go insane a little bit quicker. Or Rebecca, Nash, rather. Let's see. Might go with Emily here, actually. Emily Dixon. The trigger-happy kind cannibal isn't really the best, and the injuries are kind of terrible, but 13 in growing and a 4 with a heavy interest in cooking, that is too good to pass up. So we are going to take that one, and then we're hopefully going to get rid of you with the earliest opportunity, and get somebody who's got the same type of stats without the cannibalism and the wounds. And I think with that, nobody's gonna be good at medicine, which is probably gonna come back to bite us in the butt. But we're going for it anyway. Fortune favors the bold. And also the people who actually know what they're doing. Yeah. The three of you awake in your cryosleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. So, we are going to let everybody land. And then as soon as they do, we're going to pause it. Now, we start off with a few cool things. So, we are going to have a plasteel knife, a revolver, and a rifle, as well as 44 package survival meal, 30 components, 30 medicine. You can click on it. And there should be 800 steel as well, which is nice. We also get a bunch of wood and steel and stuff, but we can get to that later. So let's check the stats again. We need... You're just useless for fighting. Emily is better at shooting, and Nash is better at melee, so Nash is going to get the knife. And Emily is going to get the rifle. And Tristan is just not going to get to do anything. And we are going to set Yudai, who is our wolf that we brought with us, because apparently we have wolves. We are going to set the wolf to... we'll skip the training for now, I think. We'll set you to just obedience so that we can attach you to one of them. Give us a little extra defense. So now, the next thing we need to do is figure out where we want to go and live. And I do like the idea of this giant mountainous range that's over there on the side, because it's usually well defensible. So I think we're going to go with that. I think what we might actually do is just a simple tunnel straight through in here. Go over architect, orders, mine. I think we're just going to do a single path tunnel. Then a single path tunnel. And then we're going to turn this area over here into the outdoor portion of our little establishment. And then we can build the rest of our stuff into here for the most part. And if we ever need to, we can go back out and build outside of it. But then we can use a big portion of this as a fallback in the event of toxic gas clouds or massive raids or whatever else may happen. So while they're doing that, let's pause it again really quick. Let's just come over here to the structures. They build us a wall. Break out your Donald Trump. Just gonna go with a basic 4 by whatever that is. It's at 3 by 6 on the inside. And then furniture, we'll just grab 3 sleeping spots. 1, 2, 3. Put a shelf in here because I want to get that pistol off the ground, and actually also the medicine and the let me copy that, cancel it, because I would actually like to do it this way. We need to unforbid all the wood because that's going to be an important thing to do. Obviously, can't build stuff without wood. Likewise with the steel. And then we get to do the work. So there's 2 ways we can do work. We can let them just we can let them automatically do it just in the standard priority order, which basically says put out fires, care for people, make stuff happen, and then be nice as your primary stuff, with the latter stuff being do research, do cleaning. Or we can set manual priorities. For now, I'm going to leave it as just the automatic ones. The only thing I want to do is make sure that I say anybody can construct, anybody can mine, anybody can plant cut, and that should be fine. It does kind of mean Tristan's going to be a little bit useless for the beginning, but that's okay. We'll find him a job soon enough. Oh, prioritize working on the shelf. And you prioritize working on the other one. Emily? Yeah, you guys can just do that. We're gonna actually bump up the speed to 2x speed here because we gotta go faster. As you can see, they get to work pretty darn quick. Christian, I believe you can haul, or can you not haul? Nope. Storage. Can you hold weapons? You can hold weapons. Why? Do not take the weapon. Don't hold a barrel, just hold weapons. All the weapons. Oh. Yeah, that's been forbidden. That's why. Prioritize hauling the revolver. Because we need that out of the thing. As soon as we can. I would also like to send Christian over here to manufactured resources and raw resources. Okay. Emily, all the medicine. Christian, all the components. And you also allow for meals. And then Emily. Oh, right, they only stack to 10 though, so that'll be a bit of an issue. We should probably get that done quickly. But for now, next thing we want to do is here make a little bit of a growing zone right around there-ish. We're going to start you on rice plants. And then we're also going to structure, wall. We're gonna go this way, I think. Here a little bit. Those. The reason for that is actually that we will do those. No, it's not the most space efficient way to do that by any means, but it means that I can do furniture. That's just a nice little table here. Tools. Again, not the most efficient way to do it, but I don't honestly worry too much about the most efficient way to do it. Chop some wood. Set this for deconstruction as well. There's always something for them to be doing. I'm actually going to zone area, set this to be a stockpile zone, and then set it specifically for meals and raw foods. And then set it to priority critical. And that should bring in all of this stuff as soon as they start hauling stuff as the main priority. So, that's it. Let's kick it up to speed 3 here and just let it go through, because there's not much else to tell them to do yet. They'll all go to bed on their own. I can set a joy activity of horseshoes, just to give them something to do if they need it, but odds are they won't right now, so I'm actually going to forbid that for the time being, just so we don't waste the wood. Alright, Tristan and Emily are sleeping. Nash is now sleeping. Yuntai is sleeping outside. I'm gonna go ahead and make an animal spot indoors for him for future use, just because I like to be nice to the dog legs. So let that go at normal speed, and let's take a look around the rest of the map. We have some compact machinery. We got a couple of boars. I really actually prefer to tame boars. You can train them to haul, if I remember correctly, and that really saves you a lot of time later on when you can have 40 or 50 of them that just run around and carry everything. More packaged survival meals. I'll unforbid those. We can go get them. There's a predator of some sort over here, because it definitely ate something. A lot of blood on the ground. More steel, and unforbid that so we can get it later. Steel will not decompose in the rain and weather, so that's always nice. You can leave that outside. A couple of geothermal vents, which will be good. The speed back up so we can get the night over with. The unfortunate thing about mountains is the maps are not particularly intricate because of the large mountain on the side. Okay. We need more wood. Christian, can you prioritize cutting down this tree, please? No, you didn't. You were just off exploring somewhere. There we go. Now that that's done, we can Alright, excellent. Oh, whoops. We have accidentally trapped everybody in here though. There we go. Put in the 2 doors there so that we can get around. Architect, production. Give me a fueled stove right there. Also give me a butcher's table just outside. It will have a speed penalty for working outdoors, but I don't honestly care. We're probably not even going to use it. We're probably just going to dismantle it when we move. But in case we need it, I would like to have it. And that should be just about it. It's just a nice little wood floor here because I don't want to be dealing with that in the near future where you have stuff growing up. I just hate how it looks, and it's also not the most sanitary. And having a sanitary room actually really matters when you have food there. So we're gonna keep things sanitary. If I come over here to the toggling environmental display, I can look in here and say, this is a kitchen, obviously, because it has food. It is not very nice in really any way. It's average sized, that's the only good thing they have to say for it. Room. Tiny room. Barracks, because there's multiple beds in the same room. Eventually it gets better. Of course, being outside, they just tell you that the beauty is never actually nice. So, yeah. I think that'll just about do it. Let's, stop that timer before it goes off. I'm gonna wrap this episode up here. So thank you everybody for watching. This has been episode 1 of Rimworld, rather. Come up with a better title for it once we get a better feel for what we're going to do in this particular run. So for now, thanks for watching some Rimworld. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Adios.